Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to cover uh, comparison operators, basic filtering and advanced filtering, output to a file, writing output, and conversion to CSV, XML and HTML, our output. So all this structure I'm going to cover in this video, and I will show you how we can write those things or how we can execute this in PowerShell console. So let me quickly start with this. Okay, so first is the comparison operators. What exactly the comparison operators? Comparison operators always compare the value and then give a true or a false result. Like if it's matched the condition, it will return as a true value, boolean value. If it doesn't match, then it will show a false value. If we talk about comparison operators, here we do not use greater than, less than signs, like the symbol which used mostly in the programming languages such as C, C++ and other languages. So here what we have to use some operator along with hyphen, and these are the English alphabets. In the form of that we can use it. So if we have to use to check an equality, normally we use a equal to sign or double equal to sign in most of the programming languages. But in PowerShell, you have to use hyphen EQ. It's also available in the case sensitive operators, but that is not much recommended one. You can use the insensitive one that is more feasible, and most of the time in programming it is used. So for equal to, you can use EQ. Inequality, like not equal to, you can use hyphen NE. Same as greater than is GT, less than is LT, greater than or less than equal to is GE, LE, and one of them is used as a wildcard, that is considered as a like one. So hyphen like is mostly used with the strings, like you want to check, okay, it's equal to or it's like as hello, specific word, service is running, status, kind of things we can use it. I will show you in when I will start writing scripting with you all guys, then I will show you how we can use the like commandlets. If you are familiar with SQL program, SQL queries, then you have used the like over there also. So let me quickly show you a couple of examples related to this. Just I'm going to my PowerShell. Sorry, I think I need to just switch into PowerShell window. Okay, this is one. Let me quickly clear it. Okay, so how we can use these comparison operators and how it's working basically. So let me type it. Like suppose I typed get hyphen services, and I'm adding a where. Where is basically uh, a pipeline supporting IU. Status is state is running. State where state hyphen EQ is running. Okay, I think I typed state instead of status. So when I have done the status, that is running. It's not in state. It's basically a status. So I executed that command, and where it's showing you earlier it was also state was 380 was there in the previous version, which I remember I run that, but not sure. Anyway, so what we have done that here we have executed a command get hyphen services where status equal to running. So it show all the running services. And if I put a command simple, that is get hyphen services, that will show all the services where the services are in stopped state. So if I change this running into stopped, so you can see what exactly the difference is. Now it's showing all the services that are in stopped state. So this is how you can execute these EQ and not EQ. Same as if I change this into not EQ, it will give me not equal to, just opposite one. Okay, if I change it not equal to, then how we can, that is NE equal to stop. So now you can see the running services are there because it's just an opposite. And this is just an example which I have shown you here. Apart from that, right, how we can utilize in more way these comparison operators, I will show my be when we have a if else construct, for loops, etc., where we can use the conditions, mostly in the condition like an if else construct, etc. We have to use these type of operators. I will show in upcoming videos when I will go and show you the if then else structure. So here you can see the where object or the where structure is the same example they have given. Get process where CPU utilization is more than 20 and greater than 20, or you can see where status equal to running. So these are the couple of sample examples that we can use if we want to use in the sample filtering. And if I go a little bit basic sample filtering, we can simple one like where the name length. Length is a predefined method that is associated. You can use it to count the length of the service, where length is greater than 5. So it's showing you a, a length, but you can see this will not work in direct way. So I will show you how we can use the methods or how we can define it. For this kind of structure, you have to change a way how we can execute with the where, and you can pass the values. It's not in this way. It will not work in this way. So because for the where you cannot associate it directly in the properties, you have to use the uh, bracket braces, medium size braces, and then you can put the filter block. So that is recommended way where how we can run it. Okay, so let me quickly, okay, this is a structure how we can write it. So where object, and then you can apply a filter in this way. It should not be written like this, it should be written like this. Get a service when we have used the where, and dollar underscore is the default parameter that you can take it, whatever the values is coming from first block, it's applied over here. If you take as a dollar underscore, it's a default variable structure. So when you fetch this value and pass it to here, that means it's taking the same as a default variable value that you can assign it. Okay, and we can use and or or. So and or is basically the boolean operator variable when you consolidate more than one conditions together. I will explain more details about and or comparison operator in upcoming video. So basically and is used to compare the two conditions, same as if you are talking about or is also used to compare two conditions. In the and operator, it's always mandatory, both conditions should be true, then the result will be true. In case of or, either of the condition is true, then it will produce true result. Like I placed the two conditions here. You can see the health status is healthy and size remaining is less than 100 MB. Sorry, not equal to healthy, or size remaining is less than 100. So whenever these both conditions will get true, then only sorry, either one of the condition is true, then it will gives that true result. That is or, because I have used. If I used and here, then mandatory both conditions must be satisfied or must be true. If either of the condition is false, then result will be false. It's just same as the and or not gate, if you remember, and you have an IT background. So might be it's not exactly in IT. In most of the service lines, you have seen that and or not gate in electronics, etc. also. So if you have an and or not gate or gate, the same structure will also applied here. So in that scenario, if both conditions are true, then obviously it will show a true result. In and, in or operator, either of the condition is true, then it will show true result. Okay, how we can write the output to file? If I need to type something in a text file or mm, anywhere I want to write an output in the form of CSVs, form of non-CSV files, I will show that also. So first one is the out-file, and where we can also use these two redirectional operators. So these are the default operator that use in CMD use also, like in the command prompt. The same can be followed here, or you can use out-file. If you use a greater than sign, then it will write an output to a file and it will overwrite. If you put a double arrow, that means it will append the text in the file. It will not overwrite the data. So, and we have an option available, out.file. Out.file is basically used to write something or some data in a specific file. So let me quickly show you how we can do that. Okay, so I'm just going to my C drive for a moment and let me show you quickly. In the C drive, I have created a PS out folder. This is my PowerShell output folder. I'm just going to create it here. And how we are going to export the out file. So let me just, I can show you. Okay, so this is what I have an output. For example, get-services. I place that command. I'm just going to export this. So how we can export it? I placed in pipeline out-file. Okay, and then I need to give the file path. So file path, I'm just going to type it here, and my file path is C drive and C drive, and I have created a folder PS out. Now my file one. Okay, I'm just putting it as a txt file. I can put a CSV file or whatever I want. Now you can see in the C drive at the same location this file is created, and this file have the entire output what I have taken it in a file. Okay, so if I need to add something over here, then I can use an arrow also. Okay, let me quickly show you. If I use like this single arrow, okay, and I'm using a command, let something else. Okay, get-process. Okay, I'm writing it, and I just remember I placed a single arrow, not the double arrow. Okay, now you can see what exactly happened. So now the data was written, the data that was written has been overwritten, right? The file's structure is moved out. But if I use a double arrow instead of a single arrow in the same file, what will happen next? See, okay, now you can see it here. So this is the old data, and now in the end, it's append the new data. Okay, let me quickly do one more thing. Instead of process, I can add it services. Oh, sorry, service, not services. Okay, so now you can see in the file what exactly written. If I go back in my file, so I have taken a process first twice, and then I have taken a services. So now the data is appended, it's not overwritten. And if I do the same thing once again, like a single one, single arrow, the data will be overwritten. So these are the commands which I am just showing it here. When I moved in next video, couple of videos after that, and script writing, I will show you the script writing. So these commands we will use together, and we will write a complete script on the basis of that. So that's why I'm taking it here, this all these simple small commands, but these are very useful when you are writing a complete script. So this is how it's basically working. Now, this is the first structure when we have written this output to file. We can use append also if we are using an out dot file. So let me quickly just show that one again. Okay, let me, we have in this file available here. Okay, where I have written the all services information, and now I'm just going to out that file. Okay, let me quickly show you. Okay, out file, file one, the same one, and now instead of services I'm using process. Okay, so I have taken it out, and what happened next? See, the its file is overwritten with the processes. I don't want that, so what I can do else? Okay, so I can use append, hyphen append in the out file. Now I am, instead of process, I am typing a service. Okay, I'm typing a service here. So what it will do, it will append the text. Currently we have a file that contains all the processes. Now I'm appending the text in the same file. What will happen? See, this is the process is still there and services are added in the end. So you can use the append without file, or you can use a double arrow or a single arrow. So these are the redirectional operators that can be used, or you can use the out file with append or without append. Okay, so this is how it's working, and output to file. Okay, we can convert the file to CSV or export the file to CSVs. In that scenario, the properties and header and the information, what are the things. So basically the CSV files can be easily opened in your Excel format. This is the best part which you get. Like currently I have exported into text file. If I want to keep it CSV, I can also mark as a CSV, but it will not exactly save the file in the CSV format. Okay, you can say that if I use this command, suppose, okay, this and CSV. Okay, so let me show you quickly what will happen with this. Okay, this one is CSV is created. I am trying to open it in a notepad because right now, so it will almost the same structure. It's not exactly in the CSV one. So how we can use it in the CSV? Let me quickly show you. Okay, so this is the one. I need to just add one more pipeline here, and the pipeline says convert to convert to hyphen CSV. Okay, I think one T is missing. Convert to CSV. Okay, so when I pressed enter, what will do? It will see. Okay, now if I see, the format is completely changed. Now this is how it's changed the structure in .csv. It's converted file in CSV. Currently I have opened this in the notepad. That's why you can't see much flexible data, or you can see these are the headings, name, CPU versions, products, information, and same way. But when I open this file in Excel, right now I don't have Excel at this machine. So when I have opened this file in Excel, these values will be bifurcated in column, and these CSV is basically separated by commas. So this is what exactly if I convert into Excel. I have another option to convert it. What exactly it is? Let me show you. File 1. Instead of that, I choose the file 2. And here, if I change this, instead of typing out.file, I can use another commandlet that is export-CSV. Okay, now it's creating a file 2. You can see it here. It will be created shortly. Okay. Now you can see it's almost the similar way, but here it's directly exporting it to CSV it's instead of converting into CSV. So you can either use a convert to CSV and then export it file, or you can directly export it in CSV format. Sometime like user accounts information, user details, everything that can be exported in CSV. Like if I take a command as get-ad user, okay, and I need to export it, export-CSV and c colon pass ps out. Ps out is my folder where I'm storing users.csv. Okay, it's all user. I'm exporting information. See it here. Its file is exported and that contains the DN user DN name. If I want to choose in a specific properties, I can also use that. So somehow these are the real examples where you have to use this. Like user information you want to export the email addresses, UPNs, and the kind of things. Okay, so just going back on this and see what else. Okay, we can export it on CIXML, that is another format where sometime due to security concerns etc. also I will show later on for the password hash and you can convert in CLXLI. CLI XML you can convert it in the same way which we use the convert to CSV and convert to XML where you can just enter a path and then you can utilize that. It's also the same way. We have an convert to HTML command that is available. With the help of convert to HTML, it will basically change your file into HTML form. So how it's working, let me quickly show you. Okay, let me show you how we can convert it. Like I use, okay, I just go back on my PowerShell. This is right. Export, and instead of export, if I use this convert to HTML. Convert to HTML will convert. I just confirm it here. If I use this command convert to HTML, it will convert, but it will not change your formatting in that. Okay, and that will also not output produce an output. So you have to direct out hyphen file etc. also like this. Convert to HTML will just convert it. It will not change the file format. Okay, HTML. Okay, let me go back on my C drive and see how it's changed. This is one. Okay, I just open it in Internet Explorer Let me see. So this is how it's basically changed. Okay. Okay, this is how you can see the conversion is there, but it's not converted with the formatted structure. Reason behind is that it's converting file into HTML without any formatting. So you have to define the formatting. I will show how we can define an HTML formatting in upcoming videos where you will see what will be things you can add. Same as you can see it here. You can add head, titles, pre-content, post-content. Like I just wanted to add some head information, put some headers, titles, a lot of things we can do it. So this is how it's converted, but it's not a formatted view. We can use formatting for the PowerShell with HTML. I will show how we can utilize and how we can write it. Couple of other commandlets are available. That is outHost, outPrinter, Out-GridView. GridView, I will take it further how we can show see the grid view structure. But printer is basically send an output to printer, and host, if you are allowing a multiple host or multiple associated screen outputs, you can send it over there. And if I use Out-GridView, so Out-GridView will provide you an interactive window kind of things that can be used to view the output. Okay, let me see. Okay, so that's all about this session today. And GridView, you can use it as a command simply here. You can output as a use commandlet GridView. Let me quickly show you that also. That is okay, get -ad user, and then I use the command as out-gridview. So you can see the output is in your interactive window format. From here you can select it, you can copy it, or whatever action you want you can take it. You can apply the filters from here, same as if I use get-services, and I put the command as out-gridview. So this is a predefined structure format. Here you can see the services are there from where you can check or you can apply it, whatever things you want you can do it. So grid view is just as an interactive window kind of things. From here you can select it and view the structure information. So it is an output format, but instead of your console it's giving you a different window as a grid window. You can where you can apply the filterization also. So guys, that's all about today's video. We have covered all these topics, and I will be back soon with a new video related to PowerShell Beginners to Professional series, and I will try to cover the all topics as soon as possible in coming videos, so we can start writing a script or a detailed script soon. So stay connected and keep watching my channel. Thank you so much.